Welcome back to Learn English with Sunda-ish. Ever wondered what phrases New Yorkers use daily? Well, you're in for a treat. Today we'll explore the rich tapestry of language that is the Big Apple. You see, every city has its own set of unique phrases and vocabulary. And New York City is no exception. In fact, it's a melting pot of cultures and languages, making its linguistic landscape as diverse and vibrant as its people. Understanding local phrases can be the key to feeling at home in a new city. It can help you blend in, strike up conversations, and even deepen your understanding of the city's culture and history. So, whether you're planning a visit to New York or you're just a language enthusiast, getting to know the local lingo is essential. And let's face it, it's also quite fun. Stay tuned as we delve into the world of New York vocabulary and phrases. New Yorkers have a unique way of expressing themselves. The phrases they use daily might leave you scratching your head. Let's dive right in and decipher some of these quintessential New York phrases. First up is the phrase, the city. This might seem pretty straightforward, but when a New Yorker says the city, they're specifically referring to Manhattan. For instance, if you hear a Brooklynite or a person like me who lives in Queens, they say, I'm going to the city. They mean they're heading over to Manhattan. The second phrase on our list is waiting online. Now, most of us might say waiting in line, but New Yorkers have their own take on this common phrase. So, if you're in a New York coffee shop and hear someone say, I've been waiting online for 20 minutes, don't be confused. They simply mean they've been in queue for a while. Our third phrase might seem a bit odd to the uninitiated. When a New Yorker says, I got it for a song, they don't mean they traded a melody for a product. This phrase is used to indicate that they got a good deal or bought something at a low price. For example, I got this designer handbag for a song. Simply means that they purchased the handbag at a discounted price. These phrases, though unique, are deeply ingrained in the daily conversations of New Yorkers. They add a distinct flavor to the language that's prevalent in the Big Apple. Understanding these phrases can help you feel more at home in New York and might even make you sound like a local. So next time you hear these phrases, you'll know exactly what they mean. Let's continue our journey into the fascinating world of New York phrases. Our first phrase in this chapter is the city. Now, New York is a vast state with many cities, but if you're in New York and someone refers to the city, they're talking about Manhattan. It's a term of endearment and respect for the bustling heart of New York. So, if your friend says, I'm heading into the city for dinner, they're likely off to a chic Manhattan restaurant. Next up we have online. Now don't get confused here. In most parts of the world you'd say you're in line at the grocery store. But in New York you're online. It's a unique quirk of the New York vernacular that often catches visitors off guard. So, if you hear someone say, I was online for an hour at the bank, they're not talking about internet banking. They've been physically waiting in a queue. Our final phrase for this segment is forget about it. This phrase is as versatile as they come. It can mean anything from you're welcome to no way, depending on the context. If someone does you a favor and you thank them, they might say, forget about it, meaning no need to thank me. But if you ask a New Yorker if they'd ever moved to New Jersey, they might also respond with, forget about it, meaning no way, or not in a million years. These phrases offer a taste of the rich tapestry that is the New York slang. They are used daily in conversations on the streets, in shops, and in homes across the state. So, if you want to blend in or just understand the locals better, start incorporating these phrases into your vocabulary. With these phrases under your belt, you're one step closer to sounding like a true New Yorker. New York City isn't just about phrases, but also has a rich array of slang words that are part and parcel of the local dialect. Let's dive into 3 common slang words that are quintessentially New York. First up, we have schmear. This is not a smear on your reputation, no. In the Big Apple, a schmear is a generous dollop of cream cheese spread on a bagel. You might walk into a bagel shop and order a bagel with a schmear, and you'd get a bagel slathered with cream cheese. Next on our list is bodega. This term is borrowed from Spanish, but in New York it has a distinct meaning. A bodega is a small convenience store or deli, usually family-owned, and you can find them on almost every corner in New York City. They're the go-to places for a quick snack, a late-night craving, or even a household necessity you've run out of. Last, but certainly not least, is the city. Now, you might think, isn't every major urban area a city? Well, yes, but in New York slang, the city specifically refers to Manhattan. If you're in Brooklyn, Queens, the Bronx, or Staten Island, and you say you're going to the city, you mean you're heading to Manhattan. These are just a few examples of the colorful and vibrant slang that fills the streets of New York City. Each word carries with it a rich history, a story, and a sense of belonging. They're part of the city's identity, part of its unique charm, and they provide a glimpse into the everyday life of a New Yorker. So, when you're walking down the streets of New York, don't be surprised if you hear someone ask for a schmear at a bagel shop, or mention they're heading to the bodega for some milk, or say they're off to the city for a meeting. Remember, language is a living, breathing entity that continues to evolve. So, keep your ears open for these New York slangs. Well, we've had quite an adventure through the linguistic landscape of New York City, haven't we? We've journeyed together through the bustling streets, uncovering common phrases and the unique slang that give the city its vibrant character. We've seen how waiting online means waiting in queue, and how a hero isn't just someone who saves the day, but a delicious sandwich too. Understanding these local phrases is more than just a language exercise. It's about connecting with people, about immersing ourselves in the city's culture, and truly becoming a part of the conversation. Language is the key to understanding, and understanding is the key to the world. Thanks for watching. If you found this video helpful, make sure to subscribe to Learn English with Sunda-ish for more fascinating insights into the world of English language. Till next time, keep learning and keep exploring.